Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Abhay's Projects, and in this video we'll be talking about how we can install the Flask and also build our first app, that is Hello World app. Okay, so uh, let's quickly start building our first app. So first of all, there's some of the things which are required. First is the Visual Studio Code. You can use any other editor. There is no any hard and fast rule, but we are using this Visual Studio Code as the editor. And this is our actual folder, Flasks folder, which is our project folder, where we kept one Python file, that is app.py. Okay. But I'll not talk you right now about this app. First, what we'll do, we have to create one virtual environment in which we will install our Flask library. Okay, so let's start creating our virtual environment. Conda create -n name we can give Flask envs, and Python we can take 3.9. Okay, 3.9. So it will create the virtual environment for us in which we'll install all the important dependencies in the subsequent videos. Whatever will be required, we'll keep on installing in this virtual environment. So our virtual environment is created. Now we have to activate it. Conda activate Flask envs. Now we have activated our virtual environment. The first thing which we have to install is the Flask. So we have to do pip install Flask. So it will install all the dependencies, like you can see here, Jinja2, Vajik, Colorama, and all the important dependencies which is required here. So now if you see, this is the basic structure of Flask app which we have created. This is our first app, and if you see, there are a lot of important components. First is the we have to import the Flask framework. So to import the Flask framework, we have to write using from Flask import Flask. Okay, so this is the important thing which we have to import anyway. Next, after importing Flask, we have to initialize our Flask app. To initialize app, we have to create one object with the Flask. Okay, and we have to pass it as like this, underscore name. Next, I'm handling the default root by /. As we know, any default website, if we run like any home page, we usually handle by /. Okay, this is the default root of any website home page. So the default root is /, and it means like whenever our Flask app will run, this message will be returned like hello world Abhay's projects. Okay, because means by default this method will execute, and this method, what is happening is we are returning directly hello world Abhay's projects. Okay, now another important part is the running of the app. Okay, so to run this app, we have to write like if underscore name and underscore is equal to main. Okay, and within that if condition, we have to run our app. Okay, so app.run, which is our Flask app. Okay, and in that we have couple of arguments. Okay, first is the debug is equal to true. If you keep debug is equal to true, then in case if we have any issues in terms of bugs or any issues, so during the running of the app, it will show you what's the error, and you can trace back the error also, in which line this error is coming. So that's why it is important to keep debug is equal to true during the development phase. Now host, we have kept it at localhost because we have to run it at localhost, and port we kept at is 8080. Okay, so once this Flask app will be running, it will run on localhost with the port 8080. Okay, so let's start our Flask app. To start Flask app, we have to write Python app.py. Now if we enter, if you see, this Flask app is running on HTTP localhost 8080. Okay, so if we just do control click, it will run our Flask app. As you can see, this Flask app is running and it will run directly on our default browser. So see, hello world APS projects, where it is running localhost port 8080. Okay, so this is actually the default page or the default app with the message whatever we have printed. So let's say if we change any message like is hello world, this is the first video, and once we save it, if you see, this app will be restarted automatically. Okay, restarting. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to just simply refresh it and it will be, whatever we have written there, it will be reflected. So that is also a very good part. You don't have to stop and run it again. Okay, it will be restarted automatically once you do any change in the backend. So this is the first video in which we have given you the basic idea how we'll install the Flask, how we will run the Flask, and what are the important components which are the building blocks of the any Flask app. Now in the next video, we'll be talking about more about routing. Okay, and we'll also talk about how we will handle HTTP methods like POST and GET, and we'll also talk about the templating system, like how we should render HTML pages, which is the best and the very interesting part in Flask. So till then, have a good day. Let's meet in the next video with routing.